Geico proudly presents the Sunday Night Anthem.
A perfect Sunday night for football.
It's time to go to work.
He's the focus. And
3, 2, resolve.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The tough give up in a primetime fight. More than a game, it's every fan's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night. All right, what a night, it's finally here. Sunday night football's kicking into high gear. It's time to arrive, come on, get up and cheer. Hey Jack, it's a fact, the show's back in town. Niners and the Bills in a nasty showdown. The stadium's rocking, time to crank up the sound. The NFL's past have come to play. Coast to coast, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for a Sunday night. The tough give up in a primetime fight. More than a game, it's every fan's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night.
got it! Touchdown! What a play!
That is unbelievable.
Waiting all day. Waiting all day for Sunday
A snowy start to December in Orchard Park, New York, but undeterred, the Bills Mafia has shoveled their way to Highmark Stadium, home of the AFC East leading Buffalo Bills. Tonight, a visit from Northern California by the San Francisco 49ers and their star Christian McCaffrey trying to get going, trying to knock off a guy who grew up a Niners fan, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Bundle up. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Starks down on the field. Maybe some snow showers in the second half. A couple of feet of snow already to set the atmosphere, if you will. And Chris, the Bills are so comfortable right now they can win the AFC East for the 5th straight year with a win tonight. They've won 6 in a row, beat Kansas City last time out. And pal, Josh Allen and this team is maybe playing at their best right now.
They are good. Josh, the current favorite to be MVP of the league. They've been winning the turnover battles. Defense not giving up big plays. And this was supposed to be a rebuilding year. Remember, they lost 6 of their 8 captains from a season ago. But with Josh Allen, there is no rebuilding year.
All right, San Francisco's 5-6. They get a win, they're within a game. So they're still very much in the West. But Chris, everybody gets injured. This team is decimated by injuries, a shell of the team we saw in the Super Bowl last year. What can they do tonight to piece it together?
Start playing like the 49ers again. I mean, they were missing tackles. What a rough day they had against the Green Bay Packers. They've been moving the ball. They just can't score touchdowns inside the red zone. This is a big, big game for the 49ers right here tonight.
No snow right now, but maybe some coming in the second half just to add to the difficulty for the Niners. And Brock Purdy, maybe he gets to play in a snow game against Josh Allen and the Bills, who are in their environment here and on a roll. Stars all over the place. Couple of feet of snow. Settle in. The Bills and the Niners for you next on Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Hyundai. There's joy in every journey.
Are you serious?
Did you get them?
I didn't.
Wow, you never miss a drive. I mean, you could always try the line.
I got something better. I'm on my way.
I was up late night ballin', counting up 100 by the thousand.
Okay,
I was up late night ballin', counting up late night ballin', counting up 100 by the
Did I lie?
thousand.
Yeah, it's a better drive.
Late night ballin'.
The all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
Shop Etsy's Cyber Spectacular until December 3rd for up to 60% off gifts crafted by small businesses. Get fetching finds for friends with fur friends and everyone else on your list. For up to 60% off gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake?
Great googly moogly.
Maybe you just need a Snickers.
AWS knows NFL fans are obsessed with every single detail. That's why we power Next Gen Stats to give fans more. More good luck catching him. More defined expectations. More, oh yeah, from more stats that NFL fans love. Over me.
Time for Sunday Night Football. Get game day deals on whatever you're craving all season long. Only on Uber Eats. Order now for kickoff.
Your holiday plans? They can wait. But this deal can't. Get a whole year of Peacock for only $19.99.
Perfect! That's unbelievable!
Get Peacock for $19.99 for 1 year. Limited time offer, terms apply.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
So the 49ers.
And the Bills.
Sure, we can tell you a story about that matchup.
A little history for you on Sunday night.
September 13th, 1992.
At Candlestick Park. Steve Young, heck of a quarterback. Just starting out what would be his MVP season.
Jim Kelly on his way to leading the Bills to a Super Bowl for his third straight year. Both of our teams were all about offense.
From the opening kick, it was off to the races.
Touchdown.
Field goal.
The Bills on the board.
Touchdown.
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 Okay, maybe a few interceptions in there too.
But the historic part was this. No punts.
The whole game.
The first time in NFL history.
More than 1,000 yards of total offense.
Just an incredible game.
Ask Steve who won, though.
Who won? You never said that was going to be part of the story.
34-31, Bills, baby.
The no punt game.
That's the story.
Let's see if these guys can make that happen tonight.
Bills.
Niners on Sunday night.
On Sunday night.
Couple of good guys, pair of Hall of Famers, take us back 32 years when their terrific teams made some history, one of the 13 chapters in the Bills-49ers rivalry. Tonight, the 14th meeting surrounded by snow, some coming down right now. In the middle of it all, Melissa Stark. Hello, Melissa.
I sure am. Hi, Mike. It started snowing here at Highmark Stadium about 10 a.m. yesterday. Now there's over 2 feet of accumulation, and you can see it still coming down. The Bills turned to their fans for help. They offered $20 an hour, food and hot beverages for their services. As you would expect, Bills Mafia showed up in full force. Hundreds of them working in 3 shifts all throughout the night and into today. And the Bills originally planned to take the tarp off the field at 2 p.m. today, but because the snow continued to fall, that schedule was pushed back. The tarp wasn't completely cleared until 5:30. That was less than 3 hours ago. I spoke to the Bills head of operations, and he said there was never a consideration to postpone this game, that the field is in good shape despite the conditions, that the surrounding area is safe, but he did say that the fans will have to live with a mound of snow in their seats.
It's an extraordinary effort to get it ready, and they have done it yet again here in Buffalo. Kyle Shanahan, the left. Niners win. They get to 6-6, keep that log jam, a game behind Seattle. Buffalo wins the AFC East with a victory for Sean McDermott's team tonight. Would be 5 straight years. Getting them ready. Former Buffalo Bill Doug Flutie.
To be back with the best fans in the NFL. Help me out here. Here we go. Hey! Hey! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Buffalo?
Former Buffalo Bill, my former partner on Notre Dame football.
Oh, my. Can we say we had dinner with him last night?
I was just going to.
He was nervous, wasn't he?
And he nailed it, as always, right?
He crushed it. That was great.
He's the best. Niners win the toss, defer the option of the second half. Jake Moody kicks. Brandon Codrington, the return man from Buffalo. In the snow, here we go. Ball will come back to the goal line. It'll be Ty Johnson, or rather Ray Davis to bring it. He gets popped just across the 20. It'll be a long field for the Bills offense, and here they are.
Josh Allen, go Pokes.
James Cook, Georgia.
Mac Hollins, North Carolina.
Amari Cooper, Alabama.
Khalil Shakir, Boise State.
Dawson Knox, Ole Miss.
Deion Dawkins, you already know University.
David Edwards, Wisconsin. Connor McGovern, Penn State.
Osiris Torrance, St. Helena High School.
Spencer Brown, Lenox, Iowa.
Missing their starters in the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Second-round receiver, Keon Coleman. Bills have scored 30 each of their last 5 games. They get it going on the outside with Khalil Shakir, and the 49ers defense all over it. It is no gain on first down. So it's Josh Allen, who has put up better statistics in other seasons, but in many ways, this is his best year to date. Limiting turnovers, great leadership, year 7 in Buffalo, his college ball at Wyoming, but grew up in Fireball, California, 125 miles away from San Francisco. And as a kid, went to Candlestick for a bunch of games. How cool is it in this atmosphere to see the team you rooted for on the other side? James Cook inside for a yard, maybe 2. Good start for this Niners defense. It will set up third down. Nick McLeod in there at the nickel, and he's just on this roster.
Yeah, he really is, and he's replacing Diamador Lenore in that slot position, which will be key tonight because Khalil Shakir is such a key part of the wide receiver weapons for the Buffalo Bills. It's a good start for San Francisco.
Really
That defense is flying around. I think they were a little embarrassed after last week.
Ty Johnson is the third down back. It's 3rd and 8. Dawson Knox got going early. It'll be 3rd and 13. Alex Kemp speaking to the nation tonight.
Ball start, offense number 88. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
A lot of different guys out there tonight. Of course, Dalton Kincaid, their outstanding young tight end, not playing. Dawson Knox, who was a star, got paid as a star, and now is sort of back in there as that number 1 role.
Third and 13 for Allen. Niners bring 4. He'll swing it to Ty Johnson with a blocker in Knox. Not going to get there. Fred Warner all the way across the field. And energized 3 and out from the San Francisco defense.
Oh, this is a proud franchise. It really is. And Fred Warner had heard a little bit too much noise about the defense and the tackling. Watch him sprint to the sideline to make this hit. He took off and was just simply flying, and look out. When he winds up with that right hand, he's been known to punch out a few forced fumbles on the season.
Sam Martin set to kick it away. The rookie Jacob Cowling back deep to receive for the Niners. Every part of the kicking game magnified in the conditions. Catch by the veteran Martin, gets it away. Kick will be 48 yards, and from the 24, here's Cowling with some room. Nice return to the 37, so good field position for the Niners offense.
Brock Purdy, Iowa State. Christian McCaffrey, Stanford. Kyle Juszczyk, Harvard. Juwan Jennings, God's Land. Deebo Samuel, University of South Carolina.
George Kittle, Titan University.
Jalen Moore, Western Michigan. Ben Barch, St. John's.
Jake Brendel, UCLA. Dominic Pooney, Kansas.
Colton McKivitz, West Virginia.
And some familiar names not there. Headlined by Trent Williams, the star left tackle is out. Brandon Ayuk with that knee out all year. And Aaron Banks out with a concussion. So the left side of the offense, new, season low in points and yards in the cold last week in Green Bay. Drive start for Purdy from the 37th. Goes inside and hung onto by George Kittle to the 44-yard line. So Brock Purdy, that shoulder started bothering him a couple of weeks ago in the Seattle game. Tried to practice, couldn't go last week against the Pack. It's the first time he's missed a game with injury. Look at the numbers from the last pick of the draft. He's making his 32nd start here tonight.
Yeah, and it could easily end up being a George Kittle kind of game because the field is already slippery. We've seen a couple of guys slip just trying to take off and get started running.
2nd and 3, Christian McCaffrey will try to get some work done here in the snow. Gain of a yard or two. It'll bring up 3rd and a long one for San Francisco.
Well, for Kyle Shanahan, he knows what he's up against. He feels like they blew 3 games this year. They should be sitting in a pretty comfortable position. But because they did blow those games, now he has to come into Buffalo in the snow and knock off one of the best teams in the league.
The snow that started on cue right before kickoff.
Welcome to Buffalo.
That's right. It's a pretty good script. 30-yard McCaffrey slams it inside. Gets the first down to the 49-yard line. DeMar Hamlin brings him down there. But a first down for the Niners on this opening drive.
Yeah, it's a good look right here. They're already starting to get some push inside. That's Ben Barch who took over for Aaron Banks at that left guard position. And the question was, would you guys avoid that side? Because you have 2 new players on the left side. And Kyle Shanahan said, absolutely not. We believe that running the football, we're going to be just fine on that side.
And they've seen more. 9 starts over his career. Toss McCaffrey, good acceleration into the secondary. McCaffrey still on his feet at the 30 and down at the 28. It's a pickup of 20 for Christian McCaffrey. And back-to-back San Francisco first downs.
A reduced look inside here. These 3 guys, so they just take everybody and wipe it down this way, and McCaffrey is going to cut it back for the big play. That is just beautifully done, and sometimes you get all those different looks going with a new offensive line, and you go, oh, are we going to know exactly what to do? They nailed it.
McCaffrey, his 4th game back after the Achilles tendonitis in both legs. He gets a rest. Jordan Mason goes to work. Mason inside. 10 yards and another first down. The man out of Georgia Tech who carried the workload while McCaffrey was getting back to health as the Niners in the red zone.
And they faked the play you just saw and came back this way with it right here. So they take one play and they hit it big. Then they come back with the second look off of that same play. And this is what the 49ers, when they're at their best, look like. They get the running game going, then to the play action. But this is where they really struggle down here in the red zone.
Bottom quarter of the league in the red zone this year. McCaffrey inside for 1, maybe 2. It's Taron Johnson inside, one of the top slot corners in the NFL on the play. There are the numbers you mentioned, Chris. Best in the NFL last year, 5th lowest this.
You just can't even imagine it, can you? I mean, there are some things that are just given for this football team, but it just hasn't been this year. So you're looking for who can step up. The one guy in the red zone who's done very well is George Kittle all season long.
It's at the bottom of the screen, lined up tight. It's a flip out to McCaffrey with blockers out there. Juszczyk is one of them. But DeMar Hamlin comes over and makes the play. The second leading tackler on this Buffalo defense sets up 3rd and about 6th.
And the script is just the opposite, really, when you're talking about the Buffalo Bills on defense, right? Because they do allow some runs and tighten up when they get down here.
And you were down there in the field before the game. It may be 4-down territory because field goal kicks are shaky tonight.
They definitely are. And it doesn't feel like a lot of wind. And then you watch those kickers kick the ball and it would move 20, 25 feet.
3rd and 7, McCaffrey the back. And Purdy throws to McCaffrey, didn't turn around, it was incomplete. And we will get a field goal attempt to 33 yards from Jake Moody.
Mike, if I had to point to one thing, this used to be deadly. Right out here, Christian McCaffrey with this little halfback option route. He can sit down in a zone, which he does. There, he turned outside, and you can tell that Purdy was expecting him to turn inside. And it's those little nuances of this offense that they've been missing over the last 3 games or so.
Tabor Pepper's the snapper. He played at Michigan State. Pat O'Donnell's the holder. He was a Chicago Bear. Did a nice job getting it down. And Jake Moody grew up in Michigan. Knocks that field goal through in the cold weather. Opening drive 3 for San Francisco in the snow in Orchard Park.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Shop Macy's Cyber Monday for incredible deals now. Up to 60% off the season's best coats and boots, 30% off toys on every list, and up to 70% off the coziest throws. Free shipping starts at $25 at Macy's.
This is the mark of a fighter. A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
As your host, I have some rules. 2 flush maximum per bathroom visit. No games, no fun. There's a great barbecue outside, but don't touch that.
Meanwhile, at a Vrbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one that's all yours.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
Ready to have some fun?
Yeah, let's do it. The Green Bay Packers face the Detroit Lions as Thursday Night Football is on. Stream Thursday Night Football, only on Prime.
Introducing Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99.
Let's just try to stay calm. You stay calm.
Yes! I'm the Diana Ross around this place.
You are Diana Ross?
You aren't even Bob Ross. St. Dennis Medical, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Macy's, by Modelo, the mark of a fighter, and by Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food. It's food, it's drinks, it's undeterred. The Bills Mafia, bowling balls, shirtless, tables, you name it. 2 feet of snow, fine, we'll be there. Parking lots were clear. They told them they were opened up and ready to come in. They let the fans in at about 6:20, and as we said, many, if not all, are standing because they didn't have time to clear the seats of snow. We've enhanced the lines and the numbers here to help you watch along as the snow covers the field. They did come out and use blowers to clear off the 5-yard marks all the way across the sidelines for visibility. Going to be that kind of night. Ray Davis couldn't get it, fall on it. The Bills get it with Codrington. It's a touchback. Here's the San Francisco defense.
Leonard Floyd, Dodge County High School. Malik Collins, Nebraska. Evan Anderson, Jones High School. Samuel Kawanu, the University of Maryland. D. Winters, TCU. Fred Warner, BYU. Devondre Campbell, Minnesota. Chavarius Moneyman Ward, Macomb, Mississippi. Jair Brown, Penn State. Alex Mustafa, Wake Forest. Ronaldo Green, Florida State.
A lot of injuries on this side of the ball with the short term and the long term. All those names that just went by introducing themselves, only 3 of those guys started in the Super Bowl back in February. You see the names like Bosa and Lenore out tonight, and the others have been out for a lot longer. Buffalo tries to establish something on the ground. It'll be Davis inside for just a couple, not much there. Stop him right around the 32-yard line. Ray Davis, the 4th-round pick, rookie out of Kentucky.
It's so interesting to watch Josh Allen play, isn't it? I mean, he was so good against the Kansas City Chiefs, that miraculous run to win it at the end of that football game. And for all of his greatness, he doesn't have that shiny object yet, right? He doesn't have the Super Bowl ring. He doesn't have the MVP. But he's been one of the best 2, 3, 4 players in the league now for an extended period of time.
He's been close with both. Getting to the Super Bowl, at least from the 31. Allen in trouble here. Steps up, steps away. On the move, looking for some help downfield. Shakir cannot come through. Incomplete, slides with Renardo Green out of bounds, and good coverage across the slippery field.
You know, we're already beginning to see a little bit of tippy-toeing going on out there. This is not full-speed football right now. And that time it helped Renardo Green coming all the way across the field. The rookie out of Florida State, I think, has been sensational for the 49ers. So making up a little bit for the fact they don't have Lenore back there. Nice play by Green.
3 and out on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 9 now for Buffalo. There's another slip in motion by Curtis Samuel. Still time for Allen. High for Shakir with a flag. Flag comes down, might not have been related to the coverage with Shakir. We'll see. Running back Ty Johnson was trying to leak out. The conversation here with the crew.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 7. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's on the corner. It's Tarvarius Ward.
That's a big one, too. That was a second 3 and out conceivably there. And 5-yard stop. You get the little wrap around the waist right there. And the trip. All those things caught the official's eye.
First down of the night for Buffalo from the 36. Ty Johnson slipping through inside. Thrown down to the turf hard at the 44, but a pickup of 8 for Johnson, who's carried 22 times. And saw a bunch of snaps in that Kansas City game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they really were excited about what he was doing. You know, he leads Buffalo 5.3 yards per carry. And you never know who the back is going to be, Mike, who handles the conditions the best. So you just watch them all run, hand them all the ball at some point in time. And inevitably, some guys are better mutters than others. You know, they really are.
The big guys in there. Extra offensive lineman from Buffalo. This run to the left by James Cook, close to the first down yardage. Cook, second-round pick out of Georgia. His 3rd season, made the Pro Bowl last year and has been very good for them this year. And the Bills keep it out there so the Niners can't make a substitution for 3rd and 1, which has been a down Josh Allen has been great on over the years. And there he goes with the Buffalo Orchard Park snowplow for the first down.
Sean's excited about it. I mean, there's just, what do you do? You know, and it's really, I don't know, you want to go back to the Green Bay Packers days and that famous 4th and 1 play where they just, if your offensive linemen can gather their feet underneath you and you've got a big quarterback, it's going to work.
So just shy of the 48th, bouncing, Allen throws complete to his tight end, Quentin Morris. 3rd-year man out of Bowling Green, who on a Sunday night last year, the game-winning touchdown, rarely thrown to.
Watch this protection. If Josh Allen gets this kind of protection tonight, it is going to be a long night for the San Francisco 49ers. No Nick Bosa in there for the 49ers, and with the snow, it's even tougher to rush the passer, and so that is going to be a problem. It was a problem a week ago, too.
Still stacking first downs here. 38, Cook caught behind the line of scrimmage. Devondre Campbell, former All-Pro, Packers, played for the Falcons, in there to make the stop.
Yeah, and sometimes defensively, you just have to go for it in these situations. You know, the 49ers are not a blitzing team. They just aren't. But because they don't have Nick Bosa, for them to just sit there with their 4 pass rushers and try to get after one of the best quarterbacks in football and Josh Allen, it's a bad strategy. I think you'll see more linebackers blitzing than usual for a 49ers defense.
Down, Allen inside, Khalil Shakir. Bring him down to 34. McLeod working against the receiver who leads this team in receptions and yards. Third-year man out of Boise State.
All right, let me just give you a little feel for what it's like to play in the snow. Here's rookie Evan Anderson up there. Watch this. Can't even get out of your stance, right? And so that's what you're dealing with. And so whether it's double moves, I think you're going to have more time to throw the ball down the field. Double moves that sometimes you don't have time for might be golden in the snow.
Field goal from here is a long one. In the snow, it's 52 yards. Allen's going to run, trying to get the first down. Pushing forward, it's a Campbell. He drives him across the line. The strength of 6'5", 237, Josh Allen. First down, Buffalo.
How many times, Mike, have you ever seen a quarterback go nose to nose with a linebacker and push him backwards? Not very often. Devondre Campbell that time, basically the same size.
Watch his finger, Chris. He was grabbing at it when he came out of the pile. He was grabbing at that hand in there, and there you go. That left hand.
Yeah, that's been the problem.
Yep. Been dealing with that times during the season. Back under center, just going to toss it here to Cook. What a hit. Jair Brown flying down along with Malik Mustafa from the secondary. The big hit on Cook as Allen is still flexing that left hand, I should say.
Well, as big a hit as that was, there is no bigger story than Josh Allen and messing with that hand. Clearly, right off the bat, they wanted to go run play there to give him a minute. It's not his passing hand, obviously. But, man, when it gets cold out there and you take a shot early.
Toss on that last play. 2nd and 5. Toss again. Johnson to the left. Campbell there. By the sideline, a couple shy of the first downs. We get down to 1:24 left in this first quarter. Just the unique and mercurial nature of the snow. The players warmed up, and the field was pretty clean. There was no snow. It was not snowing, and we thought the snow was done until maybe the second half, and just a little clock of the wind. The cold wind over the warm lake, thus causing lake effect snow, and fields covered, and here we are in a snow globe once again.
I bet they don't go sneak this time with Josh. What do you think?
Great point. Ray Davis the back, 3rd and 1. Hand it. Davis works through inside the 10, spinning to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bills. Isaac Yiadom the stop.
Great job on the double team over here on this side, and then just a slow read by Davis. When you're playing in the snow, you just want to give those big guys a chance to get the double team, get down to that second level. And right now the Buffalo Bills are answering right back what the 49ers did to them and just running it down the field.
You know, if the Bills score, you're going to see the fans throw all the snow in the air that they're
just
sitting in front of. Exactly. The bounce to the outside. Davis to the end zone. Diving in. And here comes the snow. Touchdown, Buffalo. Look at this place.
Let's go, Buffalo. Here we go. And you know, Mike, it's so funny that we're seeing people, the hardest part of playing defense in this game is getting that first step going. You know, when you get a back that's running to the edge and you got to try to get your running going in one direction, there's just slipping and falling everywhere.
Tyler Bass, good in these conditions. Makes the extra point. The Bills on the board. Up 7-3. We're back in 30. After this, from AWS.
AWS knows NFL fans are obsessed with every single detail. That's why we power Next Gen Stats to give fans more. More good luck catching him. More defying expectations. More, oh yeah, from more stats that NFL fans love.
Over me.
Their team plays 70 yards, 10 of those on the ground in these cold weather conditions and snowy as well. Melissa, footing essential tonight.
Yes, and we're seeing on both sidelines that the snow is sticking to their cleats. They're having to clean out the snow between the studs. And also some players have been changing their cleats. I have to say, instead of normal snowflakes, do you know the ice cream Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
It's like that. And I know it looks windy to you guys up there and on the TV screen. I do have to say, down here, it is not windy at field level. And both sidelines have chicken broth and hot chocolate, in case you're wondering.
So it's comfortable and warm down there is what you're saying.
You got it.
Yeah, okay, great.
Hot chocolate, dipping dots. What else we got down there? It's awesome. We got to get out of the booth.
Well, 4 deep, this one will be brought out. And it's Deebo Samuel on the kickoff return. And he'll come out to the 25-yard line and will flip sides. That's the end of the first quarter. Buffalo leads 7-3 in time now for our Accenture in-game update. How many games in real snow did you play where the footing was the first thing in your mind?
Not like this. I've warmed up in this. We played one in Denver where it was just pounding, and the snowflakes would actually fly into your eye, and you're blinking and trying to figure out. Luckily, it kind of died off a little bit after that. But I've never been in a game where it looked this slippery. I mean, we're seeing people with their first step falling on their face and falling to the ground. I've never played in that.
And like I said before, if they would have warmed up in it, at least they'd be ready for it. But it was a clean field right at the start, so it's a little bit different that they're adjusting to now.
So they get dinner and a show tonight. It's going to be fun.
Get the whole thing. It's part of the joys of December football in Orchard Park, New York. 7-3, Buffalo on top. Second quarter is coming up. We're back with more after this message from Accenture, the official business and technology consulting partner of the NFL.
Steps through and launches it.
You gotta give the people. You gotta give the people. You gotta give the people what they want.
Wait, let's see this. Wicked, rated PG.
Tonight's SNF sites are provided by Nationwide. This is a site right across the parking lot where the Buffalo Bills will open their new stadium for the 26th season. 65% of the fans will be covered, inspired by the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium over in London. Terry Pagula, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, along with his wife Kim, really wanted to make sure this was a best-in-class facility. And when cost overruns have come in, taking it over $2 billion, Terry and Kim Pagula and the family and the team funding that stadium on time at the moment for an opening in 2026. And if any fans deserve a great stadium, it is the awesome fans here in Buffalo. Drive 2 for the Niners begins with a McCaffrey screen. Christian McCaffrey, I feel like this is a night where he can thrive. Gain of a dozen to the 37.
Yeah, already gaining 7 yards a carry so far. And at the beginning of that run, watch what he's doing. He's digging in like a bull. He's trying to find some some grass down there that he can get a stance on, and so his first step is a positive one, and so we're about 10 after that.
Nine plays, 6 touches from McCaffrey. 10 plays, 7 touches. McCaffrey right near midfield. First down against this Buffalo defense.
AJ Epinesa, Iowa. Ed Oliver, University of Houston.
Jaquan Jones, Penn State.
Greg Russo, Miami. Matt Milano, Boston College.
Terrell Bernard, Baylor.
Rasul Douglas, Sussex Ave.
Taron Johnson, Weber State.
Taylor Rapp, Washington.
DeMar Hamlin, Pittsburgh.
Christian Benford, Villanova.
We saw and heard the name Matt Milano. What a good sight that is. Not just for Bills fans, NFL fans. Such a good player back in the lineup, trying to help this Bills team that has struggled in yards per rush allowed this season. Haven't had Milano all year. Pressure on. Getting away from A.J. Epinesa is Purdy. He'll take off and head out of bounds. Being bumped over there by one of those safety, or by Taron Johnson, I should say, the nickel.
Yeah, I think the audible that you saw going to the helmet basically was because Taron Johnson was sort of drifting up in there. And so I was just wondering, as Purdy rolled out to his left, whether or not he could make that turn and throw, right? I mean, when you have a shoulder issue, the hardest throw you're going to have to make is running to your left. But his mobility is such a big part of his game, he really has to do that.
And 7 here is McCaffrey. Big opening McCaffrey. A shoestring tackle. He was ready to take it to the house. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
That wasn't even a full shoestring. That was a half-string tackle on the tail end of this one. All they're running is just an inside zone play, and there it was, the last guy that had a chance. Taylor Rapp saved it. Where these two teams just running up and down the field, and nobody's responding. They're staying in that 2-safety deep look. This is the Buffalo Bills. They will allow you to run the football in between the 20s.
Already 58 from McCaffrey. Inside Jordan Mason, erased quickly. Rasul Douglas, the veteran, off the edge. Read it, got it, lost a 5.
And that's exactly why. That's what they're playing for. They're playing for a big play on the defensive side. Going to blitz inside. Juwan Jennings can't get to him. Now you got the big negative play. Now it shifts.
Bills hype man Jordan Phillips getting the crowd going after the Douglas tackle. Makes it 2nd and 15. 14 technical. Purdy pulls it down, thought about taking off, look out, gonna get hit, put it up for grabs, it's intercepted. There's a flag downfield, as DeMar Hamlin's got the pick, which would be number 3 for him on the season. Casey Tuhill's coming over to hit Purdy right before he threw.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact, defense number 3. It's a 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
On Hamlin taking away that pick.
And I think it was George Kittle running straight down the field at him. And let's take a look. A little collision right there. I don't think that was it. I think it was more Douglas, don't you?
Yeah, that contact, that was almost like Kittle just stumbling and Hamlin happened to be in the way.
Well, at least they've got one on each side now, so big plays.
So from 2nd and 15, the Niners get a first down at the 30-yard line. Debo yet to touch it. McCaffrey, he goes down. I wonder if he got hurt there. He went down right away, and he is heading off. Something was wrong right from the jump with Christian McCaffrey on that toss. And he is heading over to the sideline. Again, bilateral Achilles tendonitis is what was bothering him, and a calf that he did not play at all this season until the 9th game.
That's just terrible. We talked to him for a long time about how hard and how long and how diligent he had to be with that rehab. And believe me, Christian McCaffrey is not going down like that for any other reason but injury.
That's a bummer. 2nd and 15, flag down before the play to kill it.
Before the ball was snapped, delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
You said it at the beginning, Chris. What a season it has been for Kyle Shanahan. We've shown you each side of the ball after the lineups, how decimated this team has been with injuries and just starting to get some of the pieces back. And there you see McCaffrey, who's off to a big start in this one, go down.
Now, they've just missed so many guys, Pro Bowl players that aren't out there right now. The good news for them, though, is they've got a tremendous runner in Jordan Mason, who was playing just great football early in the year.
2nd and 20, here's Deebo Samuel inside. First touch for the night, Deebo gets 7. Greg Rousseau on the tackle. And a quiet season for Deebo. 1 touchdown catch on the year.
And not nearly the weapon running the football that he has been either. And if there was ever a Deebo Samuel kind of game, it's not about speed out here tonight. It's about strength, power, and keeping your feet underneath you.
This is San Francisco's 2nd drive, a field goal on their first one. 3rd and 14, they run it inside with Mason. Headed to the 27. Field goal here is 45 if he wants to try it, and he's going to with Jake Moody.
Makes sense, but I'm sure Kyle Shanahan saw what I saw down on the field between just trying to get your plant foot as a kicker, just getting the plant foot in the ground, and you can see him shuffling around out there trying to clear a little spot. But most of these balls were moving to the kicker's right. At least in pregame warm-up, it might have totally flipped.
45-yard. There you go. Nothing easy in the kicking game in these conditions. Let's watch the plant leg. See how that comes down. Not too bad. Misses to the left, and it remains 7-3 in Buffalo.
All right, let's run that again.
Geico has fast fair claims 24/7 right on the Geico app.
To file a claim, just tap.
Just tap right here to upload pictures, customer.
Try getting on a first name basis.
Sure. Vicky.
To track your status, just click. Super easy.
They're connecting with the mannequins.
You're doing great, everyone.
Ooh, you're a pro.
Scroll, tap, scroll. Ouch! Oh, I'm cramping.
Yeah, we've all been there.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes!
Oh, is our movie actually a Christmas movie? You know how people have that debate about Die Hard? Tell me you've seen Die Hard. Tell me you've smelled Die Hard.
Deadpool and Wolverine, rated R, now streaming on Disney+.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito in a bowl.
You have a golf course in your house?
Bro, I got a Taco Bell in my house.
Right.
Dude, dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food. It's Fresh Pet. Real meat, real veggies.
Real weird.
He was bad luck anyway.
WWE is taking you back with the return of the iconic Saturday night's main event, live Saturday, December 14th at 8 on NBC and Peacock.
Critics are calling St. Dennis Medical America's new favorite comedy. Don't miss a new episode of the hit show Tuesday on NBC and Peacock. Some wings over at Bar Bill Tavern. Buffalo flavor. It's the bummer of a sight for the night. Christian McCaffrey off to a good start, walking up the tunnel for further medical examination. The 49ers staff. Meantime, Josh Allen off his hand injury on that left hand that he injured earlier this year. Back out there and handing to James Cook, who takes off. Cook down the sideline at the 20 and the 10 and all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. "65 yards for the Snow Angels."
There are times that your safety simply has to make a play. Jair Brown is going to come right up here. He's going to have the one-on-one shot and really didn't even get a finger on him. The explosive speed of James Cook sent the snowballs flying one more time in Buffalo.
Longest play of his 3-year career. Tyler Bass adds the extra point. The Buffalo Bills touchdowns on back-to-back offensive snaps. They score. Niners come down the field and miss a field goal. And James Cook on the run to the end zone. 14-3. Bills.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 2 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
I know. Do you think I wouldn't see it? Go in the house and take it off. Give me the spatula. All right.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
No dad jokes.
We follow pizza drivers, make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Pizza guy. Pepsi guy.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
Not going anywhere now. To enhance your pizza's flavor.
That's the perfect combo.
Yeah, he's still following me. Probably a stupid marketing stunt.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. He even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Let's get back to business. America, get on the right note. If you're floating on the boat, you know who get the vote. Let's end this thing with a bang.
The Voice, live tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Walmart deals of desire.
One more day, gentlemen. Between now and greatness. Greatness? It's like Cyber Monday. It comes and it goes. We got to reach out and grab it. Because this is our last chance to bring home Walmart deals and to bring home a W.
For deals you desire, shop Walmart Cyber Monday deals soon.
Tonight's 4K Skycam coverage is brought to you by Walmart. Up amongst the late snowflakes falling, Let It Snow playing on the PA, and the Bills fans enjoying all the work they did to dig out of their driveways if they live in the south towns of Buffalo to get here and brave the cold. Their team up 14-3, scoring on back-to-back snaps. As with the kick, and the return from Deebo Samuel. You try to stop to cut. That's not happening tonight. They'll start around the 22-yard line. This look at the Bills at home is brought to you by Bud Light. Doug Flutie helped us out right before kickoff, talking about the top of the table place where they break a few tables. Bills, perfect at home this year and scoring a bunch of points. But it's not only this year, since 2020. Best in the NFL, 31-6. And this is Bills' time of year. December and January, 10-1. Best in the league. Doug played in some of those cold weather games here for 3 years. He was so popular. A 2-hour line for autographs from Doug Flutie at a signing last night. Generation after he played. Running backs taken off tonight. Jordan Mason across midfield and to the 49-yard line.
And this is not unusual. Now we're seeing the defensive players trying to hustle their way across here because they know it's these outside zones. So now if you can maintain your footing the way that Mason did here, there are huge holes on the backside. And Mason arguably was more effective this season than Christian McCaffrey's been over the past 3 or 4 weeks. And so maybe this one works.
28 on that carry, inside run here to the 45. Melissa.
Mike, speaking of Christian McCaffrey, he tried to come over to the side. When he came over to the sideline, he tried to jog in place, knew something was wrong, ripped his chin strap off in frustration, went in the medical tent for about 2 minutes, and then walked off the field with the team orthopedist. He limped gingerly into the x-ray room. We are told he is questionable with a knee injury. We also, after that, saw Fred Warner run through the tunnel with the team doctor. We are told that is cramps.
And Fred Warner has been bothered by an ankle injury, but has been playing almost every snap in the last 6 games since that injury. Deebo Samuel trying to fight through the traffic, won't do it, as the Bills defense with Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones, their defensive tackles, set up 3rd down. So that play we saw with the McCaffrey run, it's the last play we saw him in, and he went immediately down. Felt it right away, and Melissa said that the initial report was knee, so we'll continue to listen for any updates.
You would have to have experienced the kind of rehab that these players have to go through and the emotions that have to be with Christian right now.
Mason inside for the first down. Jordan Mason needed 4, got about 6 or 7. 3rd year back, undrafted. Spent his college days at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they're starting to creep down a little bit now. Even the Buffalo Bills that typically are so happy to play back, but now this game, everybody knows the strategy at this point, right? We're just running up and down the field. The difference is the Buffalo Bills have been able to score touchdowns and the 49ers are kicking field goals, which has been the issue all year.
37 plays tonight, 11 passes. 37, Isaac Guerrero gets his shot, the rookie out of Louisville. Will be stopped by A.J. Epinesa. Chris, it's interesting you talk about this 2 safety defense. The Niners know what they can do, as you've said. But the Bills continue to find a way to not see teams put up big numbers of points because they end up making mistakes.
Yeah, and the other part of this right now, Mike, is the Bills are creeping safeties down. So San Francisco is going to have to prove they can beat them throwing the ball. And whoever it is out there, I'm not sure who it is, but somebody who can run is going to have to get behind this defense before they back off. You can see here now they're really trying to play with one deep.
As Purdy scans, pulls it down, gets pinballed down. That's Von Miller in there along with Jordan Phillips. Limited role for Von. Pass rush situations, has 4 sacks on the season.
Well, that guy's been one of the great ones to ever do it on this team. Gregory Rousseau has probably been the best of what they have right now. But you can see if Purdy can be patient in there, it's going to be very difficult to rush the passer. It really is. Get a good deep drop and then step up a little bit because nobody can change directions.
No sack there, a gain of a yard, 3rd and 9. There's Miller off the edge. Purdy escaping. They bring him down. That's the man Chris just mentioned. Greg Rousseau leads the team. 6.5 sacks now.
Rousseau's just going to keep working all the way across the formation here. He starts on the far side, Sees a little movement inside, sees Purdy outside, but that big guy can run. He is long and strong and is starting to show a little bit of that physical nature now that maybe not so much in the early parts of his career.
His 4th year in the league, took him with a first-round pick. Pat O'Donnell is the punter for the Niners now. Wisnowski on the IR. Let it go. Can they stop it? They will. Inside the 5, the Bills will be 98 yards away when they get the ball back. Scored in their last 2 drives. That's what you dream about. Backyards, go play in the snow. Only difference, they're doing it in front of 70,000.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Ow, what a hit. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate, save money on auto insurance, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
You like watching TV shows and movies? Don't watch on that. You want a Quest. Look at that. It's a movie theater in your living room. What? And you want to go to the gym. Then you remember gyms. Bring the gym to you.
Let's do this.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa! And do you want to play the hero or be the hero?
Wait, I could be Batman?
Yep. Bang! Time to become
The Knight.
Okay, y'all. Yeah. You got this.
This holiday, she's not settling for anything less than the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut, featuring pizza, breadsticks, and dessert, starting at $19.99.
It's a good deal, bro.
Get the holidays delivered with Pizza Hut.
Get a great deal on the vehicles that winter is no match for during the Jeep Black Friday sales event. Shred snow in the most capable Wrangler ever. Spread thrills with our most affordable SUV. Or winter your way in the most awarded SUV ever. Hurry in now for an additional $500 bonus cash at the Jeep Black Friday sales event.
Now during the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get $6,500 total bonus cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland and Summit models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
Last week, Jimmy celebrated Thanksgiving in style. This week, there's Amy Adams, Ice-T, Isabella Rossellini, Sebastian Stan, and Angelina Jolie. And Monday, Lin-Manuel Miranda and Shailene Woodley, Newfoundland.
Get tickets now. The most magical event of the year, Wicked. It's rated PG and in theaters now. Don't miss this spectacular cinematic event. I know my fam checked it out during Thanksgiving weekend. I'm sure a whole bunch of you did. Hope you enjoyed the weekend with family. Whole bunch of football on. It's been great watching all this stuff. Colleges, pros, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Been a great week. Inside run for Cook. And James, after the long 65-yard touchdown in the last play, gets 2 to start this drive.
Yeah, I saw all that football.
You did?
I did.
You were home, weren't you?
Great.
It was good.
Great.
Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Did indeed. How about you?
It was great. It was nice to work with a pleasant analyst in Jason Garrett. We missed you. We're so glad to have you back. It was fun to have Jason in the studio, out of the studio, and back here with us for that game in Green Bay. That's where the Packers played the last game and lost 38-10. And Kyle Shanahan knew this was the hard part of the schedule. These 2 back-to-back games on the road at Green Bay and Buffalo. Allen moves, throws it to Knox, complete. Dawson Knox keeps going to the 44-yard line. Pick up at 39.
Straight line football is what's winning out here tonight. So Dawson Knox just going to get down in the seam, but watch the attempt at tackling him. Because you can't set your feet, everybody is sort of grabbing and trying to ride to make those tackles. People are afraid to get their feet planted because every time they do, they end up slipping out there. But once again, we've got Josh Allen just getting it done and not doing anything more than what he has to do. That has been his MO this entire season.
That big hit to Knox, 39, gets us to the 2-minute warning.
Get a great deal on the vehicles that winter is no match for during the Jeep Black Friday sales event. Shred snow in the most capable Wrangler ever. Spread thrills with our most affordable SUV. Or winter your way in the most awarded SUV ever. Hurry in now for an additional $500 bonus cash at the Jeep Black Friday sales event.
Now during the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get $6,500 total bonus cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland and Summit models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
That's what I said.
Who are you talking to?
Say hi, Gemini.
Hi there.
Gemini, give me some nicknames.
I need help, Gemini. No problem. You could try using Greek yogurt instead.
Whoa, that's actually super helpful.
Thanks. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Stop.
Finally, some action. I will destroy your planet. Here we go.
One headshot to another. Who does your highlight?
Sonic 3, rated PG, December 20th.
All right, so let's start with the flower. Smile.
When you're with Amex Gold, you can stack 4 times points on restaurants around the world. So sharing the same taste after all these years, stay sweet. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Week 13 of the NFL season concludes with Monday Night Football. Then Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Coming up, Toyota halftime. The Eagles have won 8 in a row, but are the guys in the studio taking them over the Lions in the NFC? We're going to discuss it at halftime. Mike?
All right, Maria, thank you. Vikings still winning every time they show up. They just win. They're at 10-2 also. There you see Fred Warner back in. Chris, he went up the tunnel, as Melissa told us, off the field for that touchdown run on the prior drive and the start of this drive. But now they've got him back. Each team on 3 timeouts. Allen from the 44 on the give. It's Cook again taking it to the outside. And James Cook gets 16 more.
So this is ordinarily a great strategy. Let's get everybody down around the line of scrimmage. The problem with this strategy is if you break that line of scrimmage, which they're doing every single play right now, the odds of James Cook going about 60 yards on you are pretty high. So which way would you rather try to defend this thing, right? Joe Brady is just picking them apart no matter what they're doing, and they're just doing it with these. This team really has the ability to win so many different ways.
Great connection with Brady in this offense. Cook again. First down to the 28-yard line, right at that marker. Chris, what is it about the connection with Brady and this offense?
It's the way they operate because, and we were talking about the NBA almost a little bit. You've got star players, but Josh Allen has a conversation with Joe Brady. They talk about plays, new ideas, whatever the case. And then Josh takes it back to the rest of the team as offensive linemen, and those guys get input on whether or not that play goes in, what do they like about it, and then Josh takes it back. So everybody is involved with what they're doing in this offense.
Packers quickly get it out to Amari Cooper, who gets it to the 22-yard line, and Buffalo is going to take a timeout here with 1:07 left in the first half. On the move and clicking.
No, it just isn't the same without him, is it?
I'm meaning to talk to you about schools.
You gonna rescue that boy?
Dad.
Such great job securing, and it's easy. You just gotta balance everything out.
You know what Grandpa used to call this?
His favorite song.
It says here how many RPM that you're meant to measure, but I just listen to the sound.
William's house. How's your granddad?
You can make anything.
Listen, I went a different route than my dad. I was never very good with my hands like you were.
I want to be just like him.
You already are.
The UPS store knows you want that special something to be there when you can.
She sent candles.
We'll make sure that we're the package, ship it, guarantee it store, the helping you give the gifts they'll love store. We're here to make the holidays happy. We're the one stop right around the corner, the unstoppable every way you holiday store. Visit the upsstore.com/packing and get 20% off packing today.
Your holiday plans? They can wait. But this deal can't. Get a whole year of Peacock for only $19.99.
Perfect! That's unbelievable!
Get Peacock for $19.99 for 1 year. Limited time offer, terms apply.
Christian, listen, between you and me, if you know that football was invented for the sole purpose of making people hungry, give me a blank. Just one little blank. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't think you what you were thinking about it.
Game day deals only on Uber Eats.
Peacock's new thriller follows an elusive assassin who goes from hunting to the hunted, starring Eddie Redmayne, Lashana Lynch. Day of the Jackal is streaming now only on Peacock as you take a ride over the Niagara River, across the Peace Bridge, here in Buffalo. That's in Buffalo. We're south of Buffalo where it's still snowing. Allen, Cook on the move. Inside the 10, first and goal, and what a half James Cook is having with 111 yards from scrimmage. 99 of those on the ground. Each team over 100 yards on the ground for the first time in the first half this season.
And James Cook already 100 yards rushing, 12.5 per carry. I've never seen a game like this. I mean, Mike, these are the simplest play calls. This is, if you went to a high school football game, you'd see these exact play calls, and they're just screaming up and down the field running the football.
Bills have added the extra lineman, Alec Anderson, blocking for Cook. Back here at the 7. 49ers desperately need to stop the Bills, keep them out of the end zone. At worst, limit them to a field goal here in this first half. 14-3 is former Bill. Leonard Floyd has some pushing with his former teammate. I mentioned the Peace Bridge, right, up in Buffalo. It takes you over to Canada. We were staying in downtown Buffalo. Haven't seen a snowflake.
Nothing.
It's the amazing phenomenon of lake effect snow. 2 feet here, about 12 miles south of the city. In the city, not a flake.
But I love watching the weather because I was watching it the whole time. I wanted to see a snow game, right? So the guy would draw and he would take the counties. Everything's a county here.
Yes.
This county, that county, but it's only this quarter of that county and this one down here. But they wouldn't be adjacent to each other.
No.
They'd be like, all over the place.
It's the wind over the lake.
And then which lake it came from? Was it like we got a different lake for this snow, right?
Well, Lake Erie was the 2 feet and some lake effect from Lake Ontario to give you this snow that we're getting here tonight. Great stuff.
Of course. And then you get 12 yards of carry. Let's go.
Rushes and weather together. Allen rolling, pumping, throws to the back, incomplete. It'll set up third down. And the Niners defense needs one more play to try to force 3.
I tell you, Fred Warner just saved the day on that one. And he still had to tippy-toe a little bit. They're kind of coming down here to pick him a little bit. He's got to cover the tight end going across his face. And what he did was he just planted himself between Josh Allen and I think that was Davidson out there on the outside and just made him throw it up over the top enough to stop it. They need one more right here.
Play clock running down. Johnson, the running back's wide left. Allen has time. Throws to the corner. Brought down by Matt Collins. Touchdown. Collins uses the big frame in front of Ward. A 97-yard drive.
They quit playing football. Now they're playing basketball. Watch the rebound position that he's going to get on Charvarius Ward. Just go down, box out, backs out. There you go. Get your foot down. That's all it was. There's no speed. There's no 4-4 speed. There's none of that stuff out here tonight. It's just body position, box them out, score touchdowns.
Unique guy, Matt Collins, 4th team in 4 seasons. Career high 4 touchdown receptions, extra point added by Tyler Best. He loves to be one with the earth and feel it, so he likes to walk barefoot, and he even did it tonight. And that connection paid off with a connection to Josh Allen in the corner of the end zone. 21-3 Buffalo.
Come on, man.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
In football, there's no one way to approach the game. There's conventional and there's unpredictable. There's being seen and then there's being heard.
Are you ready to dominate?
And for some, there's a bit of both. Everyone sees the game a bit different, but in this game, there's room for all of it. Oakley is empowering current superstars, future game changers, and cultural trailblazers to elevate their game and move the game forward.
The fledge of a hunter. Who uses the methods of the animals.
The hunter is on his way.
Freedom the Hunter, rated R.
Lowe's knows how to get great holiday deals. The best savings of the season are here with doorbuster deals on our top brands all across the store. Doorbuster deals start Friday the 29th, so get them early before they're gone. Lowe's.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. Patrick. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
He took a patient out of the hospital on a motorcycle.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing.
Did you just take a patient's drugs?
Brilliant Minds, tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Chris, do you think players the rest of December will be walking in barefoot when it's snowing out?
I know I will, sir. I mean, I like to be one with the earth and Longbow Key. Come on.
Not in Orchard Park in December? Well, it detracted attention from the hat that he had on. That was some lid, too.
And that was hard to do.
21-3. The Bills have scored on 3 consecutive drives. And Deebo Samuel trying to get something going here. Bounces off 1 tackle to 25. Out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it's hard to come out of San Francisco and play in the snow in Buffalo because you get, okay, just going to go in motion. That was like the second play of the game. And then you got that one, and it's just, poor guy, Evan Anderson, trying to figure it out. The kicker's trying to figure this whole thing out. And somehow or another, James Cook has it all figured out. No matter what he does, he seems to be the one that's running full speed. And it almost looks like he's running like 4-1 or something on the field because he's so much faster than everybody else playing tonight.
35 seconds, 3 timeouts. Draw it to Mason. See if he can get some yards going. Taron Johnson brings him down. The first down right around the 40-yard line. Timeout taken here with 27 seconds to left. It is My Cause, My Cleats week for the Buffalo Bills here this week. It's commitment by the National Football League and the players. Custom cleats honoring the causes they support. Visit NFL.com/MyCauseMyCleats. You can learn more. You see what some of the players the Bills have, including Terrell Bernard, whose cleats recognize dementia awareness, honoring his late grandfather, Ronnie Spain, who passed away a month ago. He dealt with dementia for 3.5 years. There was a quote on Bernard's cleat. It said, "Are we good?" And that's a line that was in a movie that Ronnie, the grandfather, and Terrell saw together when he was a kid. He was raised by a single mom, was Bernard, and Grandpa looked after him, was the father figure, the coach in his life, left an indelible imprint on his life, and he's bringing attention to dementia awareness as he remembers Ronnie Spain, his late grandfather, who passed about a month or so ago. Love that the league does this and the players have their voices heard on weeks like this. Deebo Samuel takes it forward for 8 yards here. Clock continues to run with 1 timeout and 16 seconds left. Niners trying to get at least close enough for a field goal shot, and Purdy will kill the clock with 10. 3rd and 3.
It's a great story about Terrell, right? Kyle Shanahan trying to figure out whatever he can over there. It's not been easy, but you talked about Matt Milano coming back at the linebacker position for Buffalo. But what happened was Terrell Bernard became the leader of this defense while he was away. And Milano was the all-pro guy, sat next to him in the meetings. So now you really have 2 guys that have the ability to run and operate this defense.
Timeout taken here. Let's see if Buffalo took one. Yes, they did. With 10 seconds left. Setting up the defense is Sean McDermott on this 3rd and 3.
You know, we talked about it just a bit in the opening, but think about what they've done here. I mean, for Sean McDermott, this isn't a superstar-laden defense, right? And yet this system has been plug and play. They know exactly what kind of players they need to make it work. And year after year, yeah, they give up a little bit on the ground, but what happens? It happened exactly in this game. You get down there, you kick field goals, and your offense goes down and scores touchdowns. So this is a team that is really just finding a belief in the system itself, almost like New England back in the day.
Oh, it's a great point. The Patriots players, you say, who are those guys? And they show up, and they're pretty good. Purdy, good completion to Jelon Jennings. That was a good, strong throw. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 4 seconds left. Field goal from here is 55. And they're going to try to get something before the half.
Yeah, and again, this is who can stand up. This is defensively, you're just trying to not fall down and give up a big play. And that time, Douglas on the outside, able to stay on his feet but not make that play. This is a really tough kick. These balls were flying all over the place when either kicker was trying it from this far out.
Jake Moody, best college kicker in the country at Michigan a couple of years ago from 55. Got it down, drives it, but it's short. And Moody has enough leg to usually get it there. He's made 57-yarders in his couple-of-year career. Good job by O'Donnell to go up and get it and bring it down. Not fighting the wind, but fighting the cold, and it comes up short as we hit halftime here in Orchard Park. Melissa.
Sean, it's December, Buffalo football weather. How are the conditions impacting this game?
Well, the footing isn't great. You know, it's picking up the winds, moving around a little bit, so it's certainly making it tough on both teams.
Yeah, and your defense has held this Niners offense to just 3 points. How do you continue that in the second half?
Well, we got to be better fundamentally in the run game, getting to the ball and finishing tackles.
All right, Sean, thanks.
Thank you, appreciate it.
San Francisco's been outscored 59-13 in the last 6 quarters in Green Bay and Buffalo. Down 21-3 at the half. Toyota halftime time. And here's Maria in the warm studio.
So toasty. Thanks, Mike. The Eagles were flying in Baltimore, but are they the favorite over Detroit in the NFC? And after their comeback over Arizona, should the Vikings be in that conversation? Plus, the Chargers defense showed up, kept the Falcons from rising up in Atlanta. Can they keep it going next Sunday night against Kansas City? Toyota halftime's next.
Don't want to miss a game? Just tell Siri. Show me the football schedule.
NBC's St. Dennis Medical is TV's #1 comedy premiere.
Someone's gotten popular lately. Nurses see a lot of crazy things. We should start a loyalty program where with your 10th stab wound, you get a free froyo.
It is nice.
I'd like you to suture this orange peel. While you're doing that, I will be doing this.
Is this stuff that's actually going to happen?
Yeah, trust the process.
St. Dennis Medical, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Hello, I'm professional food writer Kevin Pang. Please watch our new show, Poochie and Pang Eat Chicago.
Shush. All you foodies out there, you think you guys know the best spots in Chicago. You don't. Pang and I do. Make sure you watch our show Sunday nights on NBC Chicago. That's it, Pang. Okay?
Nailed it.
All right.
Poochie and Pang Eat Chicago, a new local food show starring two people who shouldn't be on television. Premieres tonight at 11:30 on NBC Chicago.
Dave R. asks, there are so many games streaming this season. Can Xfinity Internet handle it?
Great question, Dave. For full analysis, let's go to the telestrator.
At Xfinity, we know the game's only live once, and nothing's more annoying than glitching or buffering.
That's why we built Xfinity Internet with super fast speeds and ultra low lag for nonstop action.
Can I have a turn now?
In a minute, my turn's not over yet.
I thought we were a team.
Well, we are, and I do the telestrator, and you do the tall talking.
Tall talking, yeah. There it is.
She's just my little auntie.
I know. You just got that stare, you know, that look like she can see straight through you. Is the temperature, is it okay?
Wishing you the joy of connection at the Lincoln Wishlist sales event. Select competitive Conquest owners and lessees get 0% APR and $2,000 luxury Conquest cash on the 2024 Lincoln Navigator.
Michael is about to retire.
All right.
Here's what's going into his retirement.
Very large community of acting students. Yes! 4 years of me trying to keep up with them.
Family that loves him.
He taught me how to ski this year.
He's a world-class teacher.
He's a chosen family member.
Yeah.
It's not retirement, it's a new chapter in life.
What's retirement?
Your retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Protect your life's work and help secure and grow your retirement savings with Prudential.
Happy holidays from all of us here at NBC5.
Cuts it back. It's Deebo.
Deebo Samuel is iconic.
He's got it.
What makes him so special is that he's an incredible role model for student athletes like myself. He's someone that a lot of kids in SPAT look up to, and knowing that there's people out there that are doing big things inspires me a lot.
You know, as an athlete, sometimes you feel like you're alone, but in reality, you're not. It's important for kids to know that there's life beyond sports. SPAT helps kids prepare for that. This is my cause, and these are my cleats.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Watch me. Wide open. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown. 3 drives. 3 scores in the first. Down to the right. Caught. And Darren Jones saved his best for last. Pressure. And Irving. The strip sack. It is picked up by Wilson. And Wilson's going to go in for the score.
Cousins throws and intercepted. Derwin James ends the game.
Off the right side, breaks the tackle.
Touchdown! Save Quan Barkley! It's loose. It's recovered by Tampa Bay. Yaya Diaby. It's airborne. It is gone. Box win. Blitz is coming. Throw inside. It's picked up. Leo Williams. He's running like a racehorse. Holy smokes, are you kidding me?
All right, we need some oxygen to keep up with the NFC as well. Listen, the Lions sit atop the NFC, but also the Eagles, they have won 8 straight. They just got the win against Baltimore. Who do you like for the best in this conference?
Let's not just jump on the bandwagon because the Eagles are hot right now. This Detroit Lions team, we keep talking about this time of the year, you are what you are. And that's what the Lions are. Dan Campbell's built a culture. They have so many other things happening, injuries, all that stuff, but they believe in it. And every week that you believe in something and you go and win, You just continue to buy in and drink more of that Kool-Aid. That's what the Lions are.
And I'd be drinking it too. They've been the best team in the NFC all year long. I love their offense. It's balanced. They can control the game so many different ways. The big issue, though, is they're decimated on defense with the injuries. And I don't know how long just that mentality can carry you.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. I'm a little pro-Eagles in this one. I think the Eagles are the most talented team in football. The injuries are real. I have mad respect for the Lions, that's for sure. But it's the best defense in the league, and we know they're incredibly talented on the offensive side of the ball. The big thing is going to be the #1 seed, right? Who gets that? I think it's more important for Philadelphia to get it. Because playing in Detroit, I think it might be the hardest road stadium in football right now. And Jared Goff in Philadelphia, cold weather, windy, I still think that's a question going down the stretch here.
Well, you can see the Eagles definitely have the easier schedule, but you saw Justin Jefferson, you saw Josh Jacobs. They want something to say about this collision course we think they're on. Do we have any dark horses in the NFL?
They'll have a shot in the playoffs, but you look right here. Detroit, they play Green Bay and Buffalo at home. So now you get that advantage, and I think for Minnesota and Green Bay, division opponents, but if they have to go into Detroit, I don't care who goes into Detroit, it's a tough place to win.
Yeah, I think it's the toughest place to win in the NFL right now. I think Philly and Detroit are different than Minnesota and Green Bay. They're a notch down, but I like both of those teams. I like the physicality that Green Bay's playing with right now.
All right, well, they'll still be dashing through the snow for the second half in Orchard Park. But first, sign up now at toyota.com/NFL for a chance to win prizes if there's a quarterback rushing touchdown in the second half.
Guys, we know that Toyota rolls deep for football, but do you know just how deep? Exhibit 1, the logo. It's actually made of 3 footballs. Exhibit 2, Toyotas are built for great QB protection. I know that guy. Exhibit 3, Toyota is in our names.
What about your name?
My middle name is Toyota.
Thought it was Nelson.
I changed it.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Big story in college football yesterday, the post-game brawl between Michigan and Ohio State after the Wolverines tried to plant a flag in the shoe. The Big Ten has fined both schools $100,000 today, but doesn't plan to suspend any players, which is huge news as both of these two teams head into the postseason, and Ohio State looks to try to win a national championship. Meanwhile, the Chargers will be on our air against the Chiefs for Week 14 of Sunday Night Football, and the Chargers look great in Atlanta, picking off Kirk Cousins 4 times this evening. We're going to look forward to our coverage starting at 7 Eastern on NBC and Peacock, and you can look forward to maybe some more snowballs being thrown in Orchard Park. The Bills Mafia is out and loving everything they've seen as their squad's up 21-3, sledding to a victory.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
The holiday season is my favorite time of year.
Let's have a parade.
Ready, Rudolph?
Ready, Santa. Frosty the Snowman. Yay!
Motown and Christmas, it's 2 of my favorite things.
Portillo's. It always sounds good.
Order number 9. It's your time to dine.
Order holiday catering at portillos.com.
Too soon.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Still not yet.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful Sunday.
Sorry, honey.
Now, Mom?
But you'd never ask.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
The time is now. Find your perfect BMW at the Road Home Sales Event. Hurry in for credit of up to $2,000 plus 2.99% APR in the BMW X5.
Lots of teens streaming on devices is no problem with Xfinity. Our gateways are like
magic. What he said.
Magic.
Don't miss the Xfinity Black Friday sale with our best deals of the year. Get Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for only $35 a month. That's fast, reliable internet and Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig on the go with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, get your choice of a free 5G phone. Connect to the world of Wicked this holiday in theaters now.
Make sure you watch our show Sunday nights on NBC Chicago.
I'm from here. I'm from there.
Esta tierra es tu tierra, mijo, ¿eh?
Soy de aquí, soy de allá.
Will Hernandez.
Somos familia de la vida y más allá de la sangre. Somos caribeños. Ustedes pueden hacer grandes cosas. I'm from here, I'm from there, and football is everywhere.
Week 13 of the NFL season concludes with Monday Night Football. Then Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.